The recent hit movie American Sniper gave moviegoers an inside look into the life of a soldier.
It's a look inside the day of someone who's on the front line with one of the toughest jobs of any branch. It's often a job we associate with men. 59 News reporter Courtney Vanatter sat down with 4 women soldiers to talk about PTSD and the misconception people may have of what they do and how it will leave an impression on them for the rest of their lives.
The whole time I was gone, there was that fear that I wouldn't make it back. I wouldn't get to see him graduate from high school, get married, have babies.
PTSD, also known as post-traumatic stress disorder, affects everyone differently. In the movie American Sniper, we see actor Bradley Cooper tell the story of the Navy SEAL and most lethal sniper in U.S. history, Chris Kyle. You see him go on several tours to Iraq and the struggles it puts on him and his family. Many people only associate PTSD with severe trauma and the men and women on the front line, but combat stress is also cited as a cause.
Oh, that's not me.
Just knowing that not everybody gets to go home.
These 4 women that I spoke with all served at least one tour in the Middle East. And while they all served at different times in different places, the after effects are all too similar. The stress of being overseas and being on high alert is more than enough to cause PTSD, and it can have long-lasting effects on soldiers.
The big thing is the phones. You can get what we call the IDF alarm, where it says incoming, incoming, and it's like the buzz. That goes off in Walmart. I'm ready to hit the deck, you know, and run for cover, because that's like what we had to do.
Crowds make me extra nervous and extra stressed.
I'll have maybe a scent that triggers something, or a certain song, maybe even a picture.
All of the women I spoke to say that they felt safe on base and walking around, but that it's when they got into a Humvee to go into a convoy mission, that's when they felt the most fear.
There was a particular intersection that was always a threat. You knew that that was the one place that if they wanted to get you, they could get you there.
But the real challenge for all soldiers is returning home.
When I came home, the whole reality set in that I had made it, but I just had a lot of issues to deal with, and I felt guilty for leaving my family.
Going over there once gave me a different view on things, and going over there twice kind of put a chip in my attitude.
Since a day in their shoes isn't something we will ever be able to achieve without enlisting, Staff Sergeant Bonsbach suggests meeting them halfway when they return home.
I wish they wouldn't pry, I guess, if that makes sense, because they want to pry and bring you out of the shell, but you need that shell for a little bit just to get your feet back on the ground.
PTSD is not curable, and as soldiers may learn better coping mechanisms, we should remember soldiers will always have days that the past rears its ugly head. In Harrison County, Courtney Vanatter, 59 News.
If you or someone you know may be having trouble coping since they returned from war, a great source for soldiers is maketheconnection.net/PTSD.